I'm Libby Davies, the Member of Parliament for Vancouver East. I served on the park board for one term only. It was 1980 to 1982, but I remember it very well. It was myself and Pat Wilson, another woman, who got elected in 1980, and we really kind of stormed the park board and took over the old boys club. And so we used to rattle the boys a lot. Now there were some very nice gentlemen there, Andy Livingston and George Wayneburn, who were very nice to us. But some of the other commissioners, I think they saw us as, kind of shit disturbers. Our thing was to open up the park board and to make it more accessible for delegations, for community interventions, for the kind of service that was provided. So we kind of went in there with a tour de force of the two of us taking on the old boys club. Well, I think for me it was getting the board to agree to a policy of accessibility for low-income people. There were many recreational facilities that were not accessible to people on welfare or seniors who were very low income. And so after much lobbying and raising it at the board, we managed to get a policy passed that allowed low-income accessibility. I've always been really proud to say I was a Vancouver Park Commissioner. It's the only elected park board in Canada. Everywhere else in BC or Canada they go, what? Like you have an elected park board? Yes. That's how important parks and recreation are in Vancouver, that we have an elected accountable board. And I think the civic engagement and the civic involvement as a result of an elected board has had a much higher level. And I just got to tell you one other little story. One of the reasons that Pat and I got elected in 1980 is that we, during the summer, just before the civic election in November, we did an inspection of all the washrooms on all the beaches, men and women. So Pat and I went marching in to the men's and the women's and had little sheets and did an inspection. Of course, we had the media around. And for us, the issue was public parks and recreation and making things accessible for people.